I'm so glad you joined us today for our special look back at the most popular segments of 2013. Next up is a new artist who has grown up in the music business. As the son of one of the biggest songwriters in the industry, Thomas Rhett is off to a fast start in his young career. His debut album was released in October, and Kelly Lynn caught up with him to talk about the launch of that new project.
I'm here with Thomas Rhett, who is a busy guy. Your album, single, everything's doing great. The album is getting ready to come out. This is all about the album today, and I'm so excited.
Thank you very much.
I mean, your single is already gold.
It is.
It goes like this,
Yeah.
and your daddy wrote that one.
He did. It's crazy. You know, we put out two before this one, but this one is definitely the one that has really stuck in fans' heads and stuff like that. So, you know, if you'd asked me 2 years ago if I would have had a gold record, I wouldn't have known what to say. But you know, now that it's sold, went gold and got the record coming out, and the record's called It Goes Like This, you know, this song has really kind of changed my life and my career and kind of taken me from this point to this point. So it's been pretty awesome.
It's fantastic. I saw, actually, he was doing a writer's night the other night, and he said that your song is right up there on iTunes as like top selling, right beside Luke Bryan. How's that feel? You guys are both from Georgia and good friends.
It feels really cool, you know, to be up there in such good company with Luke and Jason and superstars like that. So to kind of be in the middle of those two guys is an honor to be up there, and just to know that it's selling that well, and to know that people, you know, across the country are buying, you know, a song that I put out is very cool.
So talk about making your first album, because you've already had two singles out, Beer with Jesus and Something to Do with My Hands, and you wrote both of those. Yes. Fantastic songs, and they did great on the charts. And now having such success with this one, what other songs should we be looking forward to on this album?
Well, this record has taken, I guess I started this record about 2 years ago, and there are 3 different producers on the record, so I've gotten to work with a bunch of people on the way this record sounds, and, you know, sonically and all that kind of mess, and so I think I wrote 7 of the 12 songs on the record, and the other ones that I didn't write, you know, were written by people like Luke Laird and by my dad and some other great songwriters in town. And I don't know, there was a point where I was like, I don't have to write all the songs on the record. You know, there are songwriters out there, 1 million of them, and they're all writing great music. And so, you know, there came a point where I just, you know, got all the publishers in town to just pitch me every song that was available, and I just sat on my headphones and I listened for weeks, and so this record is very cool. You know, there's songs on there that I cut a couple years ago, and there's songs that I just got out of the studio finishing that are going to go on the record. So you know, there's a lot of songs that sound very different, but at the end of the day, they all cohesively are me, which is very cool. And I'm just pumped to, you know, to say we have a date for it, October 29th, and I'm just pumped to get it out there and let people hear it. So
that's so exciting. Yeah. And hearing you talk, that's so smart too, as an artist and a great songwriter, to be able to, you know, embrace the publishing, and embrace the publishing community here in Nashville, because we have the best songwriters in the world. And congratulations, you just got your first #1.
I did.
With Florida Georgia Line on that song. How exciting is that to be, I mean, for your craft as a writer?
It's very cool. You know, people ask me which is more exciting, having a #1 on yourself or somebody else, and I haven't experienced one for myself yet, but you know, it's just so cool that my first #1 came from 2 of my buddies, you know, Tyler and Brian from Florida Georgia Line, and it's just it's something that I never in a million years dreamed would happen, and it's all kind of happening in the same time zone, which is cool. You know, around here is #1 this week, and my song's at like 9, and then I wrote Parking Lot Party for Lee Brice, and he's at 10. So I've got 3 songs in the top 10, which is I never, I mean,
cha-ching, cha-ching. I hope you're buying a house.
I did. We actually just bought our first house. So
your daddy told me he's proud.
Yeah, well, a lot of things are happening, and it's all happening quick. So I'm just trying to, you know, soak it all in. So.
But enjoy it. And I also saw on Facebook today, because we follow you, that you are going to have your own tour around Christmas. What is this?
It is the Taste of Country Christmas tour, and basically it tours you know, a bunch of the venues in Texas and Louisiana and Oklahoma, and the very first tour I ever did was this tour, opening for Brantley Gilbert when he was headlining it. So here we are 2 years later, and we're doing the same thing he was doing a couple years ago. So it's pretty cool to, you know, hop on. We're on the Jason Aldean tour right now, and it's awesome. And but you know, it'll be a nice change in pace to kind of get off and kind of do our own thing and build our own show and make some new fans. So
well, it's so good to catch up with you. Congratulations on all your success. I'm so proud of you, Mr. Thomas Rhett. Make sure you get his album.
Since that feature initially aired, Thomas has celebrated that #1 hit he wrote for Florida Georgia Line, as well as his very first #1 as an artist for It Goes Like This. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him in the coming years. We have to take another quick little break, but there's still plenty more music coming up on this special episode of Inside Music Row. Make sure to come on back for more with the band Perry.